Hello everyone. Welcome back to my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please subscribe and keep watching for more detailed videos. Jason Morgan has always been caught in the middle of messy triangles, tangled loyalties, and impossible choices. But this time things are about to get uglier than ever. Britt Westbourne has carved out a surprising place in his life, offering him more than just a partner in crime or a confidant during dark times. She has shown him a softer side of himself, one that rarely surfaces when the mob wars, vendettas, and betrayals dominate his every waking moment. For the first time in a long time, Jason seems to have someone who understands the man behind the stone-cold stare. But Carly Corinthos is not about to let that love story flourish. In fact, Carly is prepared to stoop to her lowest level yet to sabotage Jason and Britt's reunion, ensuring that her grip on Jason never loosens. And when Carly decides to interfere, she doesn't just push a little. She burns the ground beneath her rival's feet. The question is, how far will Carly go to destroy Britt and make sure Jason never looks at anyone else the way he once looked at her? Carly has never been shy about inserting herself into Jason's personal life. From the earliest days of their friendship, she has leaned on him like no one else, often demanding his loyalty at the expense of his own happiness. And whenever Jason found someone who offered him peace or love, whether it was Sam, Elizabeth, Robin, or now Britt, Carly always seemed to find a way to remind him that his first obligation was to her. For years, viewers have debated whether Carly's bond with Jason was truly platonic or if she secretly harbored something deeper, something bordering on obsession. And in this new chapter, her actions make it clearer than ever. Carly does not want Jason with Britt, and she'll twist the knife however she needs to. Imagine the build-up. Jason and Britt reconnect after months of distance, maybe even after harrowing circumstances that throw them back into each other's orbits. Britt still carries the pain of their separation, the uncertainty about Jason's loyalties, and the shadow of Carly's constant presence. But when they lock eyes again, there's no denying the spark. For Britt, Jason represents stability in a life that has always been chaotic. For Jason, Britt offers a rare chance at something resembling normalcy, someone who loves him not because of his role as Sonny's enforcer, but because of who he is as a man. That kind of bond doesn't just vanish. It lingers, pulling them back together no matter how much the outside world interferes. And that's precisely why Carly feels threatened. She knows Jason could truly build a future with Britt, and she is determined to stop it before it ever takes root. Carly's first move will likely be subtle. She's no stranger to manipulation, especially when it comes to Jason. She knows how to tug on his loyalty, how to remind him of everything they've survived together, and how to play the card that always works. You're my best friend, Jason. I need you. But this time, Carly won't stop at emotional blackmail. She'll dig deeper, perhaps spreading doubts about Britt's motives, whispering poison in Jason's ear about whether Britt can be trusted, especially given her family ties and her own history of questionable choices. Carly thrives on planting seeds of mistrust, and she'll water those seeds until Jason starts questioning whether Britt really belongs by his side. But Britt is no pushover. She has faced down her fair share of manipulative players in Port Charles, and she's grown stronger with each battle. If Carly underestimates Britt, it could backfire spectacularly. Yet Carly is relentless, and she won't limit herself to words alone. Spoilers suggest that she could engineer situations designed to humiliate Britt or paint her in a bad light. Imagine Carly staging a scenario where Britt's medical career comes under scrutiny, perhaps by pulling strings at the hospital or leaking damaging information. If Jason sees Britt under attack and starts to wonder if she's too much of a liability, Carly gains the upper hand. And if Carly can't shake Jason's loyalty directly, she may aim to manipulate Britt into walking away, convinced that Jason deserves better than the baggage she carries. The heart of this storyline is the toxic intensity of Carly's attachment to Jason. She simply cannot picture a world where his loyalty belongs primarily to someone else. She tolerated Sam for years, but even then, she never let go of the unspoken belief that Jason was hers in a way no one else could claim. With Britt, Carly's jealousy is sharper, more desperate, because Britt represents a fresh chapter that could truly pull Jason away. Carly has already lost Sonny in many ways, and the thought of losing Jason as well leaves her scrambling for control. The lower her personal life sinks, the more dangerous her interference becomes. Another layer to consider is how Jason responds to Carly's tactics. He has always been fiercely loyal to Carly, often defending her even when others accused her of manipulation. But will he finally draw a line? Will Jason realize that Carly's actions are rooted not in friendship but in insecurity and possessiveness? Or will he, as so many times before, sacrifice his own happiness to maintain the bond that has defined so much of his life? If Jason continues to let Carly call the shots, he risks losing Britt for good. But if he pushes back, he risks fracturing a friendship that has been the cornerstone of his existence. That tension is what makes this storyline so compelling. Jason cannot win without losing something. Meanwhile, Britt's resilience will be tested. She has fought for acceptance in Port Charles, shed much of her Brit persona, and shown growth that even her harshest critics acknowledge. She deserves a chance at real love. But Carly's sabotage threatens to undo all of that. If Carly drags Britt's name through the mud, stirs up her past mistakes, and paints her as unworthy of Jason, Britt could find herself isolated once again. The question becomes, will Britt fight for Jason, or will she step aside, refusing to battle Carly in a war that Let's not forget Britt's own family drama, which could intersect perfectly with Carly's schemes. Lisa Lobrecht, Britt's fiercely protective mother, would have no problem going toe-to-toe with Carly if she suspects her daughter is being sabotaged. The fireworks between Carly and Lisa alone could fuel weeks of drama, each woman equally ruthless in defense of the people they love. Carly might believe she can outmaneuver Britt, but standing against Lisa Lobrecht is another story entirely. Imagine the verbal sparring, the threats, the calculated moves, two queens of manipulation colliding with Jason stuck in the middle. The possibilities are endless. At the end of the day, Carly's sabotage isn't just about Jason and Britt. It's about Carly's inability to let go of control. She clings to Jason as the one constant in her chaotic life, and the thought of losing him feels like losing herself. But the more she schemes, the more she risks alienating him for good. If Jason begins to see the depth of Carly's sabotage, it could shatter their bond permanently. For Carly, that would be the ultimate defeat. For Britt, it might finally open the door to a real relationship with Jason, free of Carly's constant interference. Or, in a cruel twist, Carly's sabotage could succeed, pushing Jason and Britt apart for good and leaving Britt devastated once more. Viewers are left asking, will Carly's obsession cost her the person she claims to love most? Will Jason finally put his happiness first, or will he let Carly dictate his heart once again? And will Britt survive the storm that Carly is about to unleash? One thing is certain, Carly Corinthos is about to sink lower than ever before, and when she does, no one in Port Charles will be left untouched. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe to my channel for all of your updates.